The idea of going green has always been up for social and political debate. This leaves the question, where do public institutions stand on becoming green? Clackamas Community College is trying its best to become green through many clubs, student involvements, installations of renewable energy equipment, and electronic recycling. Clackamas News Online went out to find out how faculty and students feel about going green and how we could improve.
Well, I think we'd all like to see more improvements. Every campus, this campus for example, was built, some of the buildings 40 years ago, and so there's a constant, there's a deterioration of the buildings. But as we update buildings, we're always trying to improve. In some areas, we're on the cutting edge. I mean, we've got programs in environmental repair, repairing windmills and a variety of different things. So in other areas, we lag behind. I think colleges across America are kind of all in the same boat.
While some faculty members talk about the college in general, going green, college students can help create a greener campus starting in the cafeteria.
Well, if they brought their own lunch, that would help not contribute so much to the landfills. Maybe if they brought some kind of cheapo plastic plate to put their food on as opposed to using the paper plates here. Maybe their own silverware that they could reuse, possibly. And using their own water bottles and refilling them like at the station here would take money away from the cafeteria since they're selling so many drinks, but it would help not contribute to so much trash.
Green ideas can be implemented all around campus, from the cafeteria to the library.
I think the first steps that we took towards creating a greener library was to start getting electronic resources instead of print resources. Because we know with newspaper and print that you have to knock the trees down, then you have to process it. I mean, it takes a lot of harsh chemicals to create white paper. Now this is newsprint, which doesn't take quite as much processing. But some of these more, where you see the white paper that's really, really white, that's a lot of bleaching that's taking place. But with electronic format, and we have the electronic resources here, we have access to over 5,000 journals full text, many of them retrospective for a couple of decades.
As the library moves from printed to digital media, Karen Hunt discussed how ITS e-cycles their used and outdated technology.
Green or good to put the items in the trash. We are never going to dump equipment into the garbage. We are going to always look to put them into the best place, which is through the recycling or the redistribution. We have our business office who is taking on a whole new turn for recycling for the college as a whole and not just our department. But we will give these items to that central repository, and they're going to look as a team for how the college as a whole can reduce, reuse, and recycle the items.
While the college itself is heading in a green direction, students can take steps themselves to help the process further along. There are many ways of going green, but we all have the same goal in mind.
There are, I believe there's a student club in sustainability, and some of the ASG officers are very interested in sustainability. They do a number of projects. In fact, they do an ivy pull on campus where they're cleaning out invasive plant species. And so they will sometimes meet at different meetings. So there's a lot of things that students can do. In fact, some of the suggestions in terms of the recycling bins around campus, we didn't last year we didn't have recycling bins for bottles, and so it was students that brought that up, and then we were able to add those. So student input's been real helpful in kind of continuing and moving towards developing sustainability.